see the topic that is belongs to 12th science or plus 2 science physics. Today we'll cover 3 topics. The first is if you are keeping a multiple number of charges or a system of charges, then what will be your net electric potential? That is the first concept we are going to see. Second is we are going to see what do you mean by the term equipotential surface and what are its properties. Third, we are going to see about what is the relationship between electric potential and electric field. These are the 3 things we are going to cover today. So let us start. First, make the heading potential due to system of charges. Okay. I just want to give a small reminder that I hope in my previous video I derived about potential at a particular point due to a single charge or due to a point charge. So the formula is V equal to KQ by R. Based on that basic formula only we are going to derive the electric potential for a system of charges. So let us see. So potential at a point P. I hope you remember. Suppose this is your charge plus Q. You are bringing another test charge from infinity to a point P and which is at a distance R. This is nothing your test charge of 1 coulomb. You are bringing from infinity to this point. Then for that potential at a point P which is at a distance R from origin. This is nothing but considered as your origin. Then what is your potential you got? V equal to KQ by R. This much of volt. Yes or no? So your potential is directly dependent on your charge or the electric field of this charge. Then it depends on the inversely proportional to the distance from the origin. Now based on this formula only, on this concept only, we are going to derive the electric potential due to system of charges. Now let us see. For example, you are taking Q1, Q2, Q3 up to Qn number of charges. These are your multiple number of charges. This multiple number of charges Q1 at what distance? Let P be the point where you want to measure your electric potential. So what it is at a distance of R1. Similarly Q2 at a distance of R2. Q3 at a distance of R3. Qn at a distance of Rn. These are the distance of the charge from point P with respect to origin. Then what will write? Your total number of charges I want at the point P. So the charge at point P due to Q1. So P1 plus what is my charge at point P due to charge Q2? Vp2. Similarly Vp3 plus Vpn. What is Vp1? Charge at point P due to charge Q1. So what I will write? Same formula KQ by R. Here it is specific Q1. So KQ1 by R1. So it is KQ1 by R1. Fine. Similarly you can write your Vp2 that is equal to KQ2 by R2. Clear? Similarly, finally you can write Vpn equal to KQN by Rn. So simple or not? So finally what is your V net at the point P? It is equal to Vp1. So KQ1 by R1 plus KQ2 by R2 plus KQN by Rn. Now you can observe from here that your K is common in all. Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2 plus Qn by Rn. You need to summation it. So what you will write? It is K Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2 Qn by Rn. Now you can express this in terms of summation. Then what you will write? Summation I equal to 1 to n Qi divided by Ri. This is the formula in order to find the net electric potential due to system of charges or due to multiple number of charges. I hope you get the clarity. Then next let us see the second important term, that is called as equipotential surface. Make the heading equipotential surface. Equipotential surface. See, the term itself is giving the meaning of this statement. What is equipotential surface? Equi means it is nothing but equal. Potential. Which potential? Electric potential, that is V. So, equal potential surface means the surface in which the potential remains constant throughout the body. That is called as equipotential surface. So, what is the definition of equipotential surface? A surface in which potential remains constant or same throughout the surface or throughout the body. So, make a note of it. The surface in which the potential remains constant or same throughout. It is the surface in which the potential remains constant or same throughout. Fine. So, for example, you imagine, I hope you know potential formula is KQ by R. Yes or no? This is the formula for your potential KQ by R. Now, see, your potential is dependent on your radius, or you can say the distance. So, if your distance you increase or decrease, according to that, your potential is going to decrease or increase, because they are inversely proportional. If your V increases, potential decreases. If V decreases, potential increases. If you make your V as constant, V also will be constant. Am I right? So, it is if by making R constant, we can get equipotential surface. We can get equipotential surface. Because if you maintain R constant, what will happen? V becomes constant. Clear? So imagine there is a charge plus Q here. Now at a distance R, imagine this is the distance. You make a circle. This is nothing but like a sphere. So what you are able to observe? At every point distance, it is nothing but the same R. It is nothing but the same R. It is nothing but the same R. All the circumference or the periphery of this circle, or even you in 3 dimension, you can call it as a sphere. Wherever you measure potential, here you measure, here you measure, here you measure, any point you measure, the potential remains constant because R is fixed. So hence, this is nothing but called as equipotential surface. And here what you are able to observe, if it is a point charge, positive charge you are taking, definitely your electric field will be outward. If you draw a tangent, what you will find? Your electric field is always perpendicular or normal to the equipotential surface. Am I right? So what is the next point you write? in equipotential surface, electric field is always perpendicular to it or normal to it. Clear? Third thing about its property. Now suppose you are taking one point here. Let it be VA, let it be VB. Then what is the, if anybody asks, what is the potential difference between 2 points in equipotential surface? What will be your answer? It will be 0. Why? Because what is the potential at A? The same is potential at point B. So potential drop at AB is nothing but difference in potential. So VA minus VB or VB minus BA. For example, here you are finding potential drop of 5 volt. Same also here 5 volt. So 5 minus 5 or 0. Clear? So what is your next point? The potential difference PD at any point on the equipotential surface is 0. Clear? The potential difference at any point on the equipotential surface is 0. You can mention this in diagram and you can write BA minus BB equal to 0. Clear? For example, now I am taking another radius. Let it be R1. Now, belongs to radius R1, you find this is your second circle of equipotential surface. That potential is different and belongs to R1, your potential is different. Got it? This is one equipotential surface. This is another equipotential surface. So if you take a point charge, based on your distance, you will find different equipotential surfaces. Clear? This is about the equipotential surface. It is a surface in which the potential remains constant or same throughout the surface. And the difference in potential between any 2 points in the equipotential surface will be 0. And the electric field is always perpendicular to your equipotential surface. Clear? Now let us see the important relationship between electric potential and electric field. Make the heading. The relationship between, take the snapshot. Make the heading. A relationship between electric field and electric potential. See, electric field is a vector. That's what I have given arrow mark. Electric potential is a scalar. So only I have just written V, the notation. What is the relationship between electric field and potential? Now let us see in terms of diagram so that you will get good clarity. Suppose this is one plate. I am taking another plate. Let this plate be A, this is the plate B. This A is equipotential surface, this B is a equipotential surface. Let the distance of separation between them, you can consider a point P and take their perpendicular distance. Let it be del L. And this plate A at a potential V, this plate B at a potential of V plus del V. Clear? And you know electric field is always perpendicular to the equipotential surface. So this is your electric field which is perpendicular to the equipotential surface. Now if you want to bring a charge from your point, let it be P. You want to bring this charge, one unit of charge or one test charge which is consist of one coulomb. From this point you are bringing towards, from plate B towards plate A. So what you are doing? You are doing your work against the electric field because electric field is up. You are bringing the charge down. So you are doing work against electric field. See, as you are bringing your charge against the electric field, then what will be your work done? Your work done W equal to E mod. Clear? Again, all of you know what is your electrical work done is nothing but it is the product of the charge and electric potential. So what is your work done is nothing but charge into electric potential. Here what you are doing? You are bringing your charge from plate B to plate A. So what is the difference in potential? Always it will be final minus initial. Where you are starting from B. Where it is ending at A. So this B is nothing but your BA minus BB, because you are bringing from B to A. So this B is nothing but the initial. And what is your A? This is your final. Anything difference is nothing but final minus initial. How much charge you are bringing? Unit charge. Oh, so your Q becomes 1 coulomb. So now how much will be your work? It will be W equal to VA minus VB. Now what is VA? It is voltage V. What is VB? Minus of V plus delta V. So V minus V minus delta V. VB get cancelled. How much it is remaining? Minus delta V. This is your work. This is also work equation 1. This is also work equation 2. Now you can equate your equation 1 with the 2. So what you will write? E mod dou L equal to minus dou V. So what is E mod? It is equal to minus dou V by dou L. Very, very important relationship. Please remember what it is. This is called as potential gradient. What it is called as? Potential gradient. What is potential gradient? The change in dou V is nothing but change in voltage with respect to change in displacement. That is called as potential gradient. Now what you are concluding from this? In which direction the electric field increases, the potential decreases. Because the relationship, see the negative. So make a note here. In the direction of increasing electric field, your potential decreases. Or vice versa, in the direction of decreasing electric field, potential increases. So your electric field is always negative of potential gradient. I hope you get the clarity. What is the potential due to system of charges? It is nothing but the algebraic sum of the potential due to the individual charges. Just you need to add it by using the fundamental formula KQ by R. Similarly, equipotential surface is a surface where the potential remains equal at every point or constant at every point or same at every point, and electric field is always perpendicular to equipotential surface. And any 2 points between your equipotential surface, the difference in voltage will be 0. Then coming to the relationship between the electric field and electric potential is nothing but electric field is always the negative of the change in potential with respect to displacement, or you can simply say electric field is the negative of potential gradient. If they ask what is potential gradient, it is nothing but the change in potential with respect to displacement. I hope you get the clarity. If you have any further query, please mention in the comment. Okay students, take care. Bye bye.